All right, we're putting live right now with the mega react for the community post. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Just gotta check if we're actually properly live. We should be though. And I just realized I forgot to add my favorite little red circle emoji to the beginning of the stream title, just so people understand that it's live. Good visual indicator. Let's add that right now. Beautiful. Okay. Should be ready. All right. Let's properly get started because we've got a lot to do today and not a lot of time. Or I mean, I shouldn't say not a lot of time. I do have a lot of time today, actually. Not a lot of time to waste. So let's get that set up. Okay. Yeah, so as if you saw my community post or if you just see the title, you could see today we've got 5 records that we're going to be reacting to today. Those are going to be the new Venturing EP. What's going on, Jamil? The new Venturing EP. Then we've got the new Ariana Grande album, Petal. Then we've got the new Sid album that came out last week, Beard. Then we've got the new Willow Smith album that came out last week and like plus 3 days ago, The Thread. And then finally, we have the new Tyla album, which also came out last week, A-Pop. So, about probably 2 hours of music, give or take. I mean, the EP is just 8 minutes, 3 songs, so we'll bang that out first, get it done really quickly, excuse me. And all these projects are pretty short. Like the longest one I think is Art Pop, or not Art Pop. I don't know why I'm calling it Art Pop. A-Pop. Yeah, at 44 minutes. Then Beard, 41 minutes. The Thread, 36 minutes. Petal, also 36 minutes. Actually, coincidentally, 1 second shorter than The Thread. And then the Nowhere EP, 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Let me also, while I'm at it, take out my charger, my headphones. Love always conveniently forgetting to charge my headphones. But okay. Before we actually do get started, though, I wanted to show you guys something because stream production quality has officially gone up. Check this shit out. Oh no. Don't lag on me now. But yeah, we got a be right back screen. Look at that. Terraria. Text, Terraria background. So yeah, probably after like 3 albums or 2 albums, probably 3, I'm gonna go grab like some food as like a little pick-me-up. Probably just take like a 2-minute break. And then you guys will be seeing that beautiful BRB screen. So I just need to make a starting soon screen, and then we'll be perfect. Okay, let's get this up as well. Don't forget to mute. Yeah, I will remember. Don't worry. Is there? I'm sure there is. But I'd love to know if there's like a hotkey on OBS to like just toggle mute. I'm guessing that there is, but I have not figured it out yet. But I'm pretty slick with the mute button. Don't worry. But okay, let's move to the first project we're going to be reacting to. Nope, that's the stream analytics. There we go. The Nowhere EP by Venturing, aka Jane Remover. Obviously, this is their indie rock / shoegaze kind of alternative rock project that they have released the Ghost Holding album under, as well as some other EPs and singles. Pretty good ratings so far, 81. I mean, Jane is obviously an album of the year darling, so I'm always expecting pretty high ratings. But yeah, nice little 3-track EP. We've got the tracks Songs About Leaving, Drunk Lullaby, and Downtown to be reacting to. So, not too much to say about this one. Just hoping for some fun little indie rock joints from Jane. Probably, I mean, good timing for it. You know, fall's coming up. We've got some maybe fall vibes here, potentially. So yeah, let's just get started with track number 1, Songs About Leaving. Shortest on the EP as well. Let me know how volume is, as always. Are already very muffled vocal effects here. Kind of a different sound to her previous stuff too. A little slower and maybe more empty kind of sound to it. I feel like Jane likes a lot more of that kind of distorted guitar. Obviously, you know, shoegazy elements in there, but this is definitely, I saw slacker rock was one of the tags, which I'm definitely getting a little bit of a slacker rock vibe.
I keep thinking you'll forget about me, baby. No speaking loudly lately. I've lived nowhere proudly. You sing my song somewhere out there. Escaping, you're racing me. I'll tell you.
This little vocal line there. Thank you. Yes, Venturing is Jane Remover's shoegaze stuff, / like indie rock, slacker rock, all that. How's it going, Earl Crewneck? I'm liking some of these lyrics too. Haven't really called them out, but I'm getting what the idea of the the Nowhere EP. Sorry, I don't know why I thought this song was called Songs About Nothing for a second. That's a different. But yeah, no, you're not like those other boys from nowhere. So, you know, playing into the titles. Yeah, you probably heard I think it's not. What's the other EP called? I'm forgetting the name of the other EP, but it's pretty short like this one. But yeah, there was a line that stuck out to me too that I thought was really nice. The day I met you, we walked along a daydream. All night I guide you, a North Star, a dark room. I'm driving north knowing everything about you. Simple, but you know, it works. Oh, we actually... Sorry, I read ahead. This is that line. I do really like the instrumentation here. Very peaceful, calming. Almost like a lullaby. That guitar in there.
I keep thinking you'll forget about me, baby. No speaking loudly.
All right, songs about leaving. That was pretty nice. I guess what I will say about the venturing stuff is, while I do respect and I do like a lot of Jane's stuff under the venturing alias, I do find that it is tougher for me to enjoy this stuff as much as their, you know, either the insane Daria core, like sample heavy Leroy stuff that they've been doing, or just general Jane Remover music, because the production choices are a lot more up my alley, and like, you know, obviously way more sample heavy, way more energy, like just fun stuff like that. This is obviously a very different vibe than that. And I shouldn't judge it really comparing it to other Jane stuff, but I feel like, I don't know, this kind of music is more specific, you know? I feel like, whereas her Jane stuff, I think I can really just put on way more consistently than, you know, the venturing stuff. I have to be in a very specific mood to be into this really kind of music. But I will say, when it does hit, it does hit. Maybe a little drowning in influence here as well. Like, I feel like I've heard a lot of songs that sound like this. Nothing really all that out of the ordinary. But, you know, as a nice little indie rock, like, kind of slower tune, you know, it does very well. Anyways, let's get to track number 2, Drunk Lullaby. I think my favorite title here. What are we listening for? Causey, this is the Nowhere EP by Venturing, aka Jane Remover. Ariana Grande will come after this. Then we're gonna do. Actually, I mean, I don't even think I announced the full order, but I'm planning on doing it. I mean, I'm not like married to this, so we can like if you guys have any other like better ideas for any like consistency or anything like that. But I want to do Nowhere EP, Petal, then Beard, then the Thread, then we'll finish off with A-pop. The venturing songs are more subdued, but they're still really good for indie rock. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with it. I think that's where I'm at. I think too, though, as a genre, I prefer like the rage, hyperpop stuff, right? As well, than just standard indie rock. What did you think of the Strokes album in the end? It was all right. I mean, it wasn't like the worst thing I ever heard. Like that first track, which make you think. Like the auto tune really isn't that annoying in most of the songs. The band sounds as good as ever. Julian Casablanca sounds as annoying as ever. And it is funny that the best song is the Fantano diss. That's pretty much my entire thoughts on it. Anyways, Drunk Lullaby. Ooh, okay. Already like this a little faster pace. Oh, okay, so we got a little toxic interpolation here. No major spoilers, but that did make me laugh considering Toxic does appear on the sample credits of every sample on Status of the music video coming soon. I don't want to give any major updates because we've got a major update coming in later, probably maybe even today or tomorrow, but we are in the home stretch now, is what I'll say. Yeah, I know the Tyla album really, I feel like it's really, I mean, it hasn't been out long enough for me to say it came and went, but I feel like not a lot of hype for it. I'm kind of excited for it. I like a lot of her stuff. I heard it was a little bit like generic, but she's a good singer. So we'll see what we're in for there. But that is a ways away now. We're still on Nowhere EP. This is gonna be a long one, if you couldn't tell, everyone. But yeah, nice little toxic interpolation, and the falsetto here is pretty nice. I feel like Jane has definitely improved as a singer throughout all these new venturing releases. Free chorus too. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like the other songs about leaving sounded more lullaby-ish than this one. This one feels, I guess it's a drunk lullaby, but this one feels a lot more, not lullaby-esque. Nice little small chorus too. I felt like the pre-chorus really built into it well. And again, yeah, really good singing performances. I like I'm drunk on who you are, you're drunk to calm your nerves. The last to leave the club, kiss me like the first. Nervously, I slur on my words. Doesn't make me a slut, but the truth will make you lie. Yeah, I'm getting a little Matt Healy, 1975-ish. Very what's that style of like intonation where it's like I don't want to do the impression, but it's not like surfer, but the way that they're saying like where you live, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like the you ever seen that TikTok where it's like the one guy doing the impression of every like alternative singer, and they have the same like vocal cadence. It's like it's a very specific style of like saying words that I'm not really able to put my finger on, but yeah, I think you know what I mean. Think About It sample. I know that shaker from anywhere. That has to be a Think About It sample, right? Yep. I fucking knew it. Right on the genius thing. This song features one of the most well-known samples from Lynn Collins' Think About It. And I like how it's a sampling isn't common in rock tracks. That's just a nice little fun fact there. But yeah, that's it. Interesting though too. This also appears in the Status Update music video coming up. Not to spoil it again, but we have an example here of a Think About It sample where it did use the drums a little bit, but in this moment, it's not actually using the drum loop. It's just using those like, woo, yeah, those vocals. So interesting. I guess I was asking for samples, so. Yeah, we just end it out here. Nice little fade out. Okay. Yeah, that one was a lot better than Songs About Leaving, in my opinion. For surely. Like the livelier instrumentation here, I felt like the rhythm of the drums really kept the song going at a nice pace. Guitars were really nice as well. I will say, anything that I say about this EP, or any Venturing stuff in general, production-wise, it's always very strong. Jane is a, phenomenal producer. Here, I feel like it's not as much of a, like, impressive showing just by nature of how the music sounds. Like, it's not going to be like, whoa, 30 million samples, like, all that stuff. But, like, I feel like the subtleties in the production here are really what carries it. I really would not like to read your name, person who just typed in chat, hey. But, that's a pretty funny name. Anyways, was I gonna say more about that? Sorry, your name actually completely distracted me. Oh yeah, lyrically was pretty nice too. I felt like we got a little more specific with the situation Jane is talking about here, and I feel like they approach this idea of like, the famous person, trying to get with the non-famous person a lot in their music. But I feel like here it was pretty. Some of the lines were really, really nice, like emphasizing of that, like. Even the pre-chorus, I'm so drunk all over you, and you're so over me. I need a bodyguard, a hot commodity, And then the outro was really nice, very nice vocals. But, okay, let's get to the final track now with the EP, Downtown.
I don't know if it's funny or lucky.
Is there a new Slater song? I'll give it a listen. I'm just gonna say it. Lavender Coochie 1, 2, 3. That wasn't so hard. We actually got a song reference in the lyrics here, singing World Without Tears Till We Fall Asleep, which is apparently the 7th studio album by American singer-songwriter Lucinda Williams, and the 12th track of said album. Interesting. That's funny. You just left your girl, but not your game. This one's giving me, not totally, but I feel like the more acoustic guitars here make this song lean a little bit country, which I think is honestly kind of cool. That's just what I was getting from it a little bit. I also, this chorus I'm liking a lot so far. Very visual. I should tell him on the highest floor of his high rise. So we've got a rich guy here. I'm so scared of falling in love. He doesn't say it's okay, but we never stop talking, and nothing moves.
Okay, but we never stop talking and nothing moves. So go back to home, to what's there.
Instrumentation's really building up here with that really nice distorted shoegazy kind of guitar.
And I never really know just how it feels.
Oh yes, brand new Chanel's. Yes, I did see this. Okay, we'll give that a listen. I was gonna say, this little stanza here is very, this sounds very real, which I think is fun. I went down to meet a record label, and in the valley you said we didn't need one, so I just turned to your side and let you hold me, and neither of us get any music done. That's very cute and very funny. Like, this person, right, it could be read two ways, right? One being that, like, they literally don't get any music done because they're too busy, you know, doing other things as an item. Or they're literally saying they don't get any music as in, like, you know, sex. Because music is also across, like, the venturing stuff, the Jane stuff. I feel like music is often, they use it as, like, a metaphor for, like, either love or just anything sexual, right? I mean, magic, I want you. In that example, it's magic. Or, like, we just make music, baby. Stuff like this. This is the venturing project, the side project of Jane Remover. This is the newest venturing EP. Lavender Coochie 123. Alright, now it's kind of fun to say it, I'm not gonna lie. That. The worst party ever. That like style. What is that called? There needs to be a name for that. It's like surfer almost. Oh my god. You guys hear that? Holy shit. Sorry, we've got like a sculptor, or not a, I don't even know, like some, like mowing the lawn or some shit in the backyard. But I literally thought the rumble was coming from the song, and I was like, holy shit, this is like some deep ass bass for no reason. I was like, no, my feet are shaking, that can't be it. Okay, let's close this one out. Sorry if that was a little bad. I know, they have like 17 alter egos or some shit. It is crazy. But I kind of fuck with it. I like that, like, they're all very distinct. Or most of them are pretty distinct. Okay, as for Downtown, I liked it a little bit less than Drunk Lullaby, but definitely more than Songs About Leaving. So I think we leave this EP probably 2 for 3. Pretty strong stuff. I'm happy with what we got. That's pretty much all I can say. You know, pretty expected what we were gonna get. Some nice indie rock, kind of slower tunes here. Decent lyrics, very strong singing performances. I feel like this might be the strongest Jane has sounded on venturing stuff here. Although In the Dark, that single, is a really good performance. But yeah. You know, Jane Remover could be watching, and one of her alter egos are Crew Neck 8. That would be pretty crazy if you were Jane in disguise. I would respect it though. That's a real hustle there. Honestly, the song gave me Ethel Cain vibes. I don't know. I mean, a little bit. I feel like Ethel Cain, though, her style is so distinct now, especially with, like, you know, her vocals are a lot more deep and, like, way more like buried in effects, and I feel like the shoegazy elements of her stuff is way more apparent than here. This feels a lot more like standard indie rock, but I see the Ethel Kane in there a little bit. Shout out Ethel Kane. Did she post this on her story? That's pretty awesome, actually. I would love to see a link up there. That would be... I don't know what they would make, but I feel like Jane and Ethel could make something pretty crazy. Alright, though. That was a pretty strong EP. Favorite tracks, Drunk Lullaby, and then Downtown. I guess least favorite, Songs About Leaving. Solid little EP there. I won't give it a rating, because I feel like EPs are hard to rate, especially when they're that short. But, yeah, okay. We move on to probably the one I'm most excited about today. The new Ariana Grande, Petal. Let's get the album of the year here. Let's get it running. There we go. So, full album now. We're going into full album mode. Not too long, about 36 minutes, like I said, but we've had a pretty alright 77 here, which I think is a little bit better than her last two. Yeah, 73, 68, 78. Yeah, so I'm obviously expected to go down here, but apparently this is one of Ariana Grande's better records recently, according to the great people of Album of the Year. It was funny, though. I was up, like, last night kind of late, and, it was funny because, like, this album was at, like, a 91, and all the comments were about, like, Ariana Grande stands being like, yo, fuck Pitchfork, because Pitchfork gave him a 6.5, and they just started spamming hundreds. You know, Elusive from Arm & Hammer and Play That Boy Zay saw one of my stories. That's pretty sick. Yeah, and yes, we are listening to the whole Petal album. Real quick, though, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat real quick. Do we do Petal first or new Slater single? How many Ys is it? I think it's 3 Ys, right? We'll run that poll real quick. Because honestly, I'm fine with squeezing it in anywhere here. But, we'll go... I'll do, like, the Petal intro here, regardless. But, yeah, no, some decent track ratings from 80s. I'm not also necessarily a massive Ariana Grande fan. I think she has some undeniable great pop songs here. But I've never been like, wow, she's one of the greatest pop artists of, like, the modern era, you know? I like a decent amount of her songs, but, you know, like, it's nothing crazy for me. Okay, currently Slater's at 100% the poll, so, making me think that we might have to do Slater first. Any last-second votes, anyone in chat? I think we only have... Yeah, I think literally everyone in the chat has voted, so I think it is gonna be it's gonna be Slater. So okay, we'll run that one first. Real quick pivot, new Slater single. Also, yeah, I should say with these Mega React streams, we're gonna go back to full screen. With these Mega React streams, I will say, like, I'm definitely a lot more up for just listening to, like, random singles and stuff, because this is, like, these are gonna be a lot less structured, generally speaking. Because, I mean, like, we literally have, like, 5 albums to get through today. Okay. Where is it? Let's see. This is the new EP. Brand New Chanel's. Okay. So, obviously sounding similar to the song Beat Up Chanel's. Is it, like, a remix? I don't really know what the deal is. I guess we'll find out. Let's run it. Oh, okay. A lot more atmospheric off the bat immediately. Anyway, real quick, I'm also gonna get the Genius up, because it's kind of hard to hear what she's saying. Okay. That's just pulling inspiration from the original tracks, not necessarily a remix. Okay, got you. I feel like this is gonna drop like crazy. I feel like I can already tell just with this standard kick here. Oh, and the hat. Yep, I absolutely call that. All right, let's see what we're in for here. I'm liking the sound so far a lot, though. Oh, okay. Drop bait, yeah. It delivered, though. It's okay. Can I say, too, I really like how this song... It's funny, the transition, because I feel like this is a very different perspective than the venturing stuff. I'm getting, like, the vibe here that we're talking about, like, maybe an affair, even, right? I'm better off. Why'd you have to lie? Made me feel crazy. That night in my apartment, my clothes in the corner. Why'd you let her stay the night? Did you hide all our pictures in the kitchen? Yeah, so I think she's getting at more like maybe she was with a partner and then this partner was cheating and she caught him. And then yeah, I bet she rocked brand new Chanel. So it's almost like maybe an insecurity thing where she's like, wow, maybe she has something that I don't and that's why he did it. Always very sad. That's kind of a very sad thing that I think is often seen with cheating, is where the person that's cheated on, they end up with this like deep insecurity and like trust issue where they think they're the problem. Very sad stuff. Let's get this drop going though, because this song sounds great and like super happy, which is very funny juxtaposition. She's beat up Chanel and she wants brand new. That's good. That's good. I didn't even catch it. Yeah, because I want beat up Chanel's. I want, yeah. Beat up Chanel's, by the way, maybe the best song on Worst Girl in America. Hot take, potentially. But, yeah, I like, yeah, so she has the beat up Chanel's, you know, and then this woman that is cheating, or this woman that, the homewrecker, has the brand new Chanel's. I see the connection there. That's good. I like that. Found out, wait, hold up. Found out you tried to kill me? What? Oh, and this is, okay, so this is real. In an interview, Slater revealed that she discovered her ex cheating on her in her own house 2 days before Worst Girl in America was set to release. Damn, that's crazy. So, okay, and then she made this song after. Oh, okay, and then, interesting, the upcoming next studio album is going to be Worst Man in America. Wow. Okay. So wow, we got like a little double action here coming up. Yeah. This is actually okay. This is very interesting. I'm guessing this is going to be a lead single for it. Okay. I'm getting this is exactly what a single should do, in my opinion. Sets up the hype for the album perfectly, because now I didn't even know Slater was going to be dropping again. Now I'm mega excited for this next record too, because of this song and, you know, the lore behind it. I like this little section a little more too, the pre-chorus. Yeah, it's like Van Gogh, where it's like a beautiful painting with like a dark undertone, you know, the Van Gogh effect. She sang about him in Old Flames. He was a DJ. Okay. Alright, this is the actual brand beat up Chanel's interpolation here, which I like. Little outro here. He wants sex, money, bitches, and to lie through his teeth, which is the original is I want sex, money, bitches, and the stickiest weed. So good flip around. I like that. I like that. I love when artists do that. Must say I love your hair. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I actually thought that it looked awful today, so I appreciate it. Very I am in desperate need of a haircut though. P1 Brent, yep. Like this one quite a bit. Actually, real quick, y'all mind if I clip farm real quick? I just wanted to say, little meta for anyone working a retail job or any like, you know, kind of job like that as I currently am. Grow your hair out, because then if you're working like the register or something like that, you can sneak a little AirPod in, you know? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, managers won't be able to see it. There's a little trick for all y'all. Am. There we go. There we go. Also, I'm reading the Genius annotation too. This is making me laugh. Apparently, the song was T. Slater. Slater tweeted, "Evil Slater, brand new Chanel's." Doing like the, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. And very funny too with the context of this song being behind it. When is Ariana? We're getting to Ariana Grande right now after I give my final thoughts on brand new Chanel's. Really strong song. I'm glad I checked it out. Loved the Slater record. I felt like this song definitely, I see the different direction that this next album is gonna lean, which I am absolutely here for. Great electro pop stuff, a lot of rock influence as well. Singing performance really strong. And yeah, very captivating story wise. I tried sneaking AirPod in class once and got my phone taken. Class is a little different. Class, you should be paying attention. All my college or high school goers currently, yes, do not listen to your professors. That's Mushroom's academic advice of the day. Anyways, okay. Yeah, like that one a lot, like I said. Let's, though, properly get to Petal by Ariana Grande with the first track. Any intro? I think we're good here. Let me go back to Ariana Grande real quick. Also, 95, goddamn. Really, that's pretty crazy. There we go. Oh, also, I wanted to say, too, before anyone recommends it or anything, in any case, I did already listen to the Nina Geraci Porter Robinson song. We need an album from them. We need an album from them. That song was so good, dude. We need the album. I'm praying that we're getting the album. That is going to be the reaction of the century, I think. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for that. Okay. Anyways, enough yapping about future albums. Let's get to a currently released album. Petal, Ariana Grande. What's track number 1? Kiss Me. Mwah. Oh god, oh god, oh no, whoa, okay, I might have accidentally just spoiled myself. God damn it. There's a comment now in the air. Here, wait, I'm gonna just show it. RB Baddie. AI song? AI song? AI song? What does that mean? No one spoil, but I'm a little nervous, whatever the AI song is. Whoa. Can I also just say, not to be a hater, but I feel like this cover is so, it's not like, I don't know, it's a weird, it's like the black and white's a little boring, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like the picture with the hair in front of the face, I feel like there's like a better take in here, you know? It's just it's a little off. It does kind of like the Bully cover, actually. It's like non-evil Bully. All right, off the bat too. Apparently, this line, the Genius Annotation says that she's talking about her fan base, and then it talks about like the controversy where she's like really thin and like people thought she was like had an eating disorder, which I'm not gonna get into that. That I truly could not care less. Like that's such a I feel like toxic topic to like talk about. But I mean, I didn't get that from the line, but I guess we'll see where it's going. Pedal music video. It, I usually don't like doing the music videos because they are. Well, I also found out I didn't even realize this. They are way more likely to get copy strike live with when you're looking at the actual music videos because you know it's obviously a lot easier to identify with the video than the audio. So I think we're gonna stay away from the music videos for now unless they're like smaller artists maybe that aren't signed under major labels that want to steal all the money. But that's cool to this video. I'll probably check it out in my own time later. This is such weird production too. I feel like the percussion is it's very strange. I did not expect it. You got a chorus. All right, this line apparently is important here. My heart in your hands, despite all my plans. The clearest concession to the song, an admission that whatever careful self-protection she mapped out has been overridden, sets up the album's whole opening arc, tracks 1 to 4 of Surrender, before the oh well pivot flips the power dynamic. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be, these first four tracks are going to be like, I'm yours, you're my partner, like, I will do anything for you, and then oh well flips that into, like, Ariana being the dominant one in the relationship. I mean, that's interesting here. I'm also, we've got some song titles that are just making me think that this is going to be horny. Freak, even Big Feelings, low-key, I feel like is like a sleeper horny title. Never Get Over Me, Bad Thing, Bunny Hop. There's something here. There's definitely, I feel like, I don't know if we're going to get like positions level horny, but I feel like we're definitely getting some level of horny. Like a 5 on the horny scale. Do you remember when people actually thought Ariana had something to do with the 2017 no, not really. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly I didn't really like process what that was until I was like we were like years past it. So I really don't remember I didn't think I even had active thoughts on what that was. I mean I was like what 12 in 2017, 12, 13. I guess it's kind of old to not be knowing anything about that, but no, I did not think of that. Hornier than Positions. Okay. The song of the album, because the album is very horny. The song itself is horny, but the album, I think, gets even more horny. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas reference, apparently. Before we get to this last chorus, I will say, like, I feel like Ariana Grande, a lot of the time, her vocals fall into a trap where they're, like, yes, technically very pretty and good, but they're almost too polished, I think. In moments, like, it feels like, I don't know, it doesn't, maybe it's just also just because of, like, who Ariana Grande is, like, her status, but, like, it often doesn't feel like a real person to me. Especially lyrically, too, I feel like we're not really getting anything super unique to her. Kiss me like you know this is goodbye. We could try to make it all the way out. Grab me like my life is on the line. We decide to make it all like it's just fairly standard love stuff, but you know, it does sound very pretty and nice. Just a little very like inoffensive, I guess.
This is goodbye. We could try to make it all the way out. Grab me like my life is on the line. We decide to make it all the way out. My heart in your hands, despite all of my plans. We could try to make it all.
All right, here I'm actually gonna skip the outro here because we gonna try to save a little bit of time in moments here. Also, just to kind of this is the album I'm most scared about the copyright. God's Coming, so we might have to do a little bit of skipping around. But yeah, that was an alright track. It's alright. Probably give it like a 6 or something. Like decent intro. Very, like I said, very pretty, like very sparkly, kind of twinkly maybe vocal style. And, you know, production, I will say, the percussion was pretty interesting. It had this almost like, I don't know how to really even describe the kind of rhythm that the drums had, but they had, it was almost like a little primal. Somebody mentioned that she isn't really a confession writer. She kind of does this thing, oh, you think you know me, then not explain and further elaborate. Yeah, I kind of see that. Like, it feels like Ariana Grande kind of writes from a less vulnerable perspective than other, like, R&B popish acts. Like, say what you want about someone even like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has a distinct like writing style and personality within her lyrics, even when her lyrics can be really fucking cringe and super out of touch. I think part of the problem of why her new albums are so bad and boring is because she comes off as so out of touch. This isn't out of touch necessarily, it's just not giving me enough where I want to like I'm really invested in the character here. Ariana said this album has a lot of unfiltered rage in the lyrics. Usually she censors topics, but she's letting it go with this album. I mean, I'd love to hear that. I would really like to hear that with some future songs, and I'm guessing we're gonna get that after the first 4. But yeah, that's what I want to see more. As you guys probably know, I'm a very big sucker for. I'm really biased towards actual artists that like have a personality within their lyrics. I feel like artists that don't, that's usually their biggest pitfalls. Anyways. Track number 2 now. The single I've not heard. Hate That I Made You Love Me. Let's jump right into it. We got Max Martin on the production too. It's a W. Again, already very weird, but
I can tell you why, but something inside is dancing with fire. Eyes lit like the sky, turn tears into diamonds. Not good at goodbyes. Just know that I will find my way from you like flowers.
you know, I was gonna say actually that like lower register from Ariana Grande, I actually liked it quite a bit. Obviously, she's very famous for her like crazy head voice and falsetto and super high pitch singing. But I honestly think her lower register is very underutilized. Similar to, funny enough, collaborator The Weeknd. Love to hear more lower register stuff from him as well. But I like this line here. Turn my tears into diamonds. Got good at goodbyes. That's something the biggest moment of personality here, because Ariana Grande, for all of her shortcomings in the public sphere, is a celebrity that I think has gone through a crazy amount of like public trauma, be it the Manchester bombing incident, the passing of Mac Miller, and then I believe also her grandmother recently passed away. And yeah, so you know, she's done I get it. She's dealt with a lot of, you know, mental health stuff, as we all do. But she definitely has a very unique perspective as one of the most famous pop musicians on the fucking planet. So I do like this this moment where she's like, you know what? I turned my tears into diamonds, got good at goodbyes, you know? To me, this song lacks proper beat. I don't know, I feel like I'm liking actually the percussion here. It's a little weird, but again, I like it. Or not the percussion. The percussion's pretty simple. It's this weird little like bubble sounding synth kind of thing. That's my favorite part. Percussion is just a pretty standard kick, snare. I think though it's doing its job. chorus here. See, that chorus too, I feel like it falls into a weird middle ground where it's like, it's not explosive and like grand enough to like warrant it being a chorus almost. But it's also, I think I weirdly enough would have preferred if there was like not really any instrumental like progression and it kind of just stayed with this kind of smaller sound to it. Cause I feel like the smaller, like, you know, it's kind of saucy. It's kind of cool here. Like that little, again, that little like bubbly thing, synth thing. It's giving me a nice little saucy R&B vibe, and I feel like we could get more of like a minimalist thing here and just kind of let Ariana's vocals do the carrying. But I just don't like the big like pop explosion because at the same time, I don't think it does enough to justify itself. Like that line. Again, the verse is pretty strong. You studied my crown and borrowed my body, warm, kissed by the sun, then cold like the wind, and then a bee stuck in honey. A little bit of imagery there. Obviously, bees do not get stuck in honey. They produce the honey. So, you know, there's something there.
Guess it's kinda cute how you're like me where you are, but I can see right through it.
Pre-chorus is undoubtedly better than the chorus, honestly.
It's all bad news. Yeah, I hate that I made you love me. Sorry if I made me a type. Yeah, I hate that I
Background vocals here are nice too. Okay, we got a bridge coming. Oh. Is it really my fault you all gave me a heart of your own accord? I don't really think so. All right, this is something here for sure. Bridge, I liked a lot here. I've held your projections when you felt so insecure. Tell me, why is it that way? Why you so hate to see women endure? Is it really my fault you all gave me your hearts of your own accord? I feel like, is that more, like, speaking to our audience, I'm guessing? Or maybe speaking to, like, a bunch of her previous partners, potentially? Because I do know, like, there are, like, obviously, it is the talk where Ariana Grande, like, has had a lot of partners and, like, a lot of, like, cheating stuff going on where I think she's even been, I don't want to like slander or anything like that, but all I'll say is Ariana Grande has had a very infamously messy romantic love life, often within the public eye. So I feel like maybe she could be getting at that, but I think it's more likely talking about her audience. Yeah, we're gonna do the chorus skip. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, I like that one better than Kiss Me for sure. Had a lot of better moments, and I think we are getting a nice perspective from Ariana Grande here. I feel like I'm getting more invested into the character of this album, which I appreciate. Onto the title track though, Petal. I am wondering why this album is called that. It's a nice name, but yeah, I'm wondering. I'm sure this song will let us know. Oh, okay. This is already, like, giving me Thank You Next vibe. Or not Thank You Next. Or no, that is the album. I don't know why I always call the album Seven Rings. The album is Thank You Next, Seven Rings. It's giving me very, very big Seven Rings energy for sure. Which, Thank You Next is her best album. For surely.
Trying to feel something real to cry again. They say the artist needs tears.
Yeah, Seven Rings, for sure.
Cause all of my favorite stories end in don't need someone to save me, 'cause this music and I will never die. It's such a fuck situation.
That kick is nuts. I really like that. But yeah, this is that classic like R&B rhythm to me, right? Cause I do like I feel like the fucked in there too is it's tasteful. It's oddly tasteful. They're trying to feel something real to cry again. They say I do like the line too. They say the artist needs tears to write again, and then kind of she talks about a little bit, you know, her experiences with because all my favorite stories end in some kind of catastrophe, but I don't need someone to save me because this music and I will never die. Kind of giving me like the vibe of like, oh, you know, I make this stuff and I turn my pain into art, which, you know, classic, right? Trying to feel something real to cry again. They say an artist needs tears to write. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That like snare where it's like that was really cool too. I'm very surprised with how much I'm enjoying some of the instrumental choices with this album. Also, we did get the meaning of petal in the pavement, you know, being obviously the metaphor of like surviving through harsh conditions.
This record in rotation, long as she gets the elevation each night. Heartbreak won't break, this is paradise. I hear them all say,
Oh, interesting. We got like a total like switch up in like the rhythm. I wonder if it'll switch back.
tell me who's to blame, is it the people or myself? Yeah, but this time feels so very different. This is not a grand photo, a couple million for my thoughts, I got plenty, but I am not.
A couple million for my thoughts, I've got plenty. That's a good spin. I feel like I've heard that before, like, you know, penny for your thoughts, but you know, because she's so rich, couple million for my thoughts. But I'm also all right. Sorry, I won't spoil
The
again.
victim bitch and toxic, drowning in my blessing. Despite the sign for you, tired of dancing in those pictures of a life that isn't mine. Trying different boys and precise. If this is my curse, I'll let it ride. All of
Yo, that's crazy. Trying different boys on for size is a crazy line. I'm liking this though. This is definitely my favorite so far. We're getting some actual personality, which I appreciate. And yeah, I mean the character of like I feel like the central theme of this album is gonna be like, hey, this fucked up shit has happened to me. It has affected me, I'll be real, but you know, fuck it, we ball. This is gonna be a fuck it, we ball album, I think.
my favorite stories end in some kind of catastrophe. But I don't need someone to save me, 'cause this music and I will never die. It's such a fuck situation.
That little synth in there too. I feel like the Max Martin stuff really is elevating the production. Yeah, it's gonna be a like for me. Definitely my favorite. Crazy, man. I did not think we'd be getting such fucking like such slap and drums on an Ariana Grande record. I thought we were on kind of in for like the, you know, the very pretty, very, you know, clean, polished style, but this has got some sauce on it, man. Yeah, definitely my favorite so far. I'm interested to see how the switch up is in OO, because I honestly felt that pedal it feels like the first track that properly switches up. Or not, honestly, not even, because Hate That I Made You Love Me definitely still plays with a lot of these themes. Maybe not. Yeah, self-awareness too. She goes through all these things, but at the end of the day, millions of people love her and she's rich. Yeah, I think it does speak to a little bit of self-awareness here, where she's like, you know what, I did go through all this shit, but, you know, I am in a profoundly you know, unique and lucky like circumstance to be able to do what I do and be who I am. Which I kind of I do appreciate too. I honestly I don't know. I go back and forth on this because there is something really annoying about celebrities that pretend to be humble and be like, you know, I'm just kind of like a regular guy, and they're like one of the most famous people on earth. But I also think that it can get overboard. But I kind of do like in general when artists and like celebrities kind of just revel in their fame and are like, you know what? Yeah, dude, I'm fucking goated, man. I'm famous as fuck. I'm doing crazy shit. Keep up, you know? Maybe it's just my you know, deep down Freudian submissive desire to be flexed upon, but I don't know, that's just me. Track number 4, Stay. Hopefully better than the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber song. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you. It's got like the same tempo. Again, Max Martin.
Wait, baby, take your time. You got me so like, oh yeah, need you all the time.
This is gonna be the first horny one.
Way too good to be true. Can't find nothing wrong with you. I'm falling for you. What do I do? I just wanna stay this time. Not really, I should stay this time. Stay, tell me.
I don't know how to feel about this percussion, honestly. It's very it's lively for sure, but I don't know if it fits currently. Horniana. Oh my god, I never want to say that again.
But can you keep me safe this time?
Like a little buzzy 808 in there too. Weird production.
This time. But can you keep me safe this time? Stay hands tight, hard to reach, but oh my, I don't wanna be.
Alright, I mean, hands tied. Come on, come on. We know what she's trying to say there. Corrective, damn. So yeah, I Legal Rage, you were correct. This is definitely a hint, I think, of what's to come. Out here. Probably my least favorite so far. Felt like production was a little bit weird, didn't really click together for me, and vocally not doing much, and honestly not horny enough. Felt like the bridge is where we like first properly just started to get some of the horniana, but you know, not really a lot. This is the switch up though, right? 34 35 Labrador Coochie, right? Because 34 plus 36 is 70, which I believe 71ing is a thing, right? But I don't think 70ing is a thing. And of course, 69ing. 34 35 is one of the funniest titles for a song. We don't talk about that enough. 34 plus 35, like, come on, bruh. I get it, but like that's really funny. It's cheeky. Okay. This is where we're supposed to get the switch up, though, as some of y'all have been saying. So let's see what we got here with track number 5, Oh Well. Okay, almost sounds a little housey, almost. Off the bat. Yeah. I like it, though. My dead ends are gathering. holy fuck. My dead ends are gathered around dressed as friends. So dead ends being like the dead ends of her hair, but also the dead ends as in like former friends, maybe? Either way, the Grande uses in a double entendre can either the relationships that fizzled out that ran into dead ends, or can be interpreted into the literal dead ends ditching her iconic ponytail. Oh, I see, I see. Nowhere near cuck. I almost said cuck cake. Cupcake. Yeah, not cupcake level. I'm not expecting cupcake level, all right? I'm not expecting any like Squidward nose, no shit like that. But I'm expecting a little like this is not reached position levels of horny. For sure. Not even thank you next levels of horny in my opinion. Like the sound of this one though.
Dysfunction, obsession, friends I used to need, but now the bad guys all go to hell. Good things can replace dysfunction, obsession, thanks, but I'll see you right now. Good luck on your way to hell. Oh, well, you don't even know me.
I like that little part where the everything dropped out when she said "OL." But yeah, okay. I'm definitely seeing the switch up here. This is gonna be. I mean, we felt like we were getting like a little bit of this, like this kind of energy hinted at in previous tracks, especially the title track. But yeah, this is really the first moment where Ariana's like, you know what? Yeah, good luck on your way to hell. Oh well, like very, I mean, cruel, but you know, I'm assuming she's talking about past partners where it didn't work out. Or, you know, just people that aren't treating her right. And, you know, she's not tolerating that shit, right? So, I like it.
No way, feel like I'm 1,000 light years ahead, but I play all the parts that I'm supposed to, right? And I just throw up.
Yeah, I would kind of agree. Very, very in this, like, middle range with their vocals. That I always like. Olivia Rodrigo is the queen of that, I feel like, where, or even Taylor Swift to an extent, where it's a little bit meta, where the artist talks about their music and, like, the music that they make in relation to their life within music. So they're like, you know, or a classic that always comes back to me is in, weirdly enough, it's in the Kendrick Lamar song, Rich Spirit, where he says, "Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song." Stuff like that. I always think it's fun.
Dysfunction, obsession, friends I used to need, but now the bad guys all go to hell. Good things can be.
I do think this track needed a little bit more vocally. Honestly, I feel like we could have used maybe a nice little high falsetto moment. But, I don't know. Production is nice.
Place dysfunction, obsession, thanks, but I
So we're gonna go to the bridge.
there's nothing left to do. Let's see who I can be without you.
Yeah, definitely, that's really what solidifies, right? I'll meet my own needs, though you've been trying to, let's see who I can be without you. So yeah, I see it, I really do see the turning point that this track represents, I guess. I also really liked, very simple thing, but it was really clean here, where Ariana did, like, ad-libs, where it's like, I'll meet my own needs, like, and it created, like, a cool little rhythm there. That was cool. Horniana incoming, okay. We will see. We'll see. There's little strings in there. Wish you could have gotten this in the chorus a little more. This hasn't grabbed me yet, like Eternal Sunshine. Yeah, okay. I should say I have not listened to Eternal Sunshine in full. I heard Yes and obviously the single. I heard the last track on it, and then some of the other ones, but I never gave it a full proper listen. But I mean, I'll say like it's not like this is no Thank You Next for sure, but like it's all right. Again, I'm not a really big Ariana Grande fan though, so I'm not expecting to like love this or anything like that. But you know, it's like decently enjoyable so far, I would say. But okay, track number 6 now. We're steadily reaching the halfway point. Big Feelings. This one I think I correctly predicted is gonna be Hornyana. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yep, yep, yep. All right, fuck, I spoiled. God damn it. I need to. I read some Genius annotations.
Baby, what's your karma like? 'Cause boy, you must have earned me historically.
That's funny. What's your karma like? Because boy, you must have earned me historically. That's probably my favorite line so far. Just saying, like, you must have really good karma. You must have done a lot of good things in your life for karma to award you with the blessing that is me. That's very funny.
Don't have to hold it in no more. I'll take it, babe. Or you could blame the moon, not blame the tides. Pussy so sweet, a tear fell from his eye. Don't
Yeah, I
have
mean,
to lift a finger. Was it something I said? Yeah.
something I said reference, Faba reference. Shout out something I said. I like, yeah, this is a nice pre-chorus too. You could blame the moon or blame the tides. Obviously, this idea of like, you know, moon cycles messing with like people's like horniness and like, you know, sexual desire and like the waves and stuff. People get really like, you know, spiritualistic with that kind of stuff. And then just really capping it off with pussy so sweet, a tear fell from his eye. Now, I like how that also implies that he may be eating the box and he's literally getting watery eyes, which is that's pretty funny.
I think I give him big feelings, I know I give him big.
How did I not catch this? Big feelings as in big erection, right? Right? Yeah, it's gotta be. I feel like the problem with songs like this is I always feel like a fucking weirdo for assuming that they're about like something sexual, because if they're in the case that they're not, I'm like, okay, well now I just look like my mind's in the goddamn gutter. But like that has to be what she's talking about here, right?
Worst things that I could do. Big feelings now, big feelings now. I'm giving big. The worst things that I could.
There are worse things that I could.
'Cause boy, I love you so therapeutically. Whether we're on the phone or real life, I got you, babe. Or you could blame the stars or blame your sun. The sex is about to make a grown man cry. There's no need to break.
Damn. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we switch it up in the pre-chorus here. Now it blame the stars or blame your sign, getting to like astrology like bullshit, and then it goes to now the sex is about to make a grown man cry, which I like also plays into the idea of like, oh, boys don't cry, so you know, breaking down these lines is so fucking stupid, but they're enjoyable. They're funny lines. I like the concept of this. This is very charming. Another one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah, I think I give him big feelings, I know I give him big.
Here, we'll go to the bridge now, though.
I know it can be so hard sometimes for me to stop it. Once you express yourself, I can become so aquatic. Come swim in these waters.
Yeah, again, very,
Feeling properties. So baby, can you
we know what she means there.
that you'll handle me properly? And I'll give you big feelings. I know I'll give you big. The worst things that I could do. Big feelings now, big feelings now. I'll give you big. The worst things that I could do. Big feelings I know I'll give you big. The worst things that I could do. Big feelings now, big feelings now.
The line "there are worse things that I could do" is also very, very funny in this context. That little like warbly bass in there. Definitely another one of my favorites. I don't know. I just find, I think that I can't believe I keep saying this now, but the Horniana style I think is the most, and I don't want people to think I'm like a creep, but like I feel like this style is the most interesting and dynamic that Ariana Grande is lyrically, and I think that, you know, it's the most lyrically captivating compared to her other stuff about, you know, more just like general love stuff. But, you know, I'm willing to hear out some other like lyrical stylings from her. Like I feel like, you know, even though Petal didn't really go into an overtly sexual direction, I feel like it had pretty strong lyrics and like a concept to it. But yeah, this one, it's just like a little cheat code, you know. I'm just very here for, like, you know, funny little cheeky sexual lines like that. And, you know, she's a good singer. It's a good vibe. You know, it has been, we did make it a really long time without anyone mentioning what's the best way to describe Ariana's kind of like race eras? You know, because she's definitely in her she's definitely, well, she did, I feel like, are we approaching a new era here with like post Wicked, like, you know, kind of like super like prim and proper Ariana Grande kind of era? I mean, surely, right, with this next song, Freak. Please, Lavender Coochie, please never say that again. I cannot read that out loud without physically revolting.
Baby, will you come with me nowhere before they shoot me down?
Getting a little lower delivery. Song transition to interlude? Okay. Very poetic so far with the lyrics. Not really, a little kind of hard to follow. I think what she's getting at is, I'm guessing, like, you know, kind of be like a rebirth of sorts. Like, she said that all the seeds will open. All my life I've been denied of, or someday that all the seeds will open. All my life I've been denied of. Will bloom all around unfrozen. How will it feel? So like she's saying maybe she is blooming. Is this a bait and switch? It could be a bait and switch, honestly. I want to see why this is called Freak, but I'm expecting like a little drop and kind of we get a freaky little drop here. Fantasy? Something? Oh, okay, so it is a little bait and switch. Freak in this context is not like I can be your freak, 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 freak. Shout out Freaky by Jay Stevens. But it's more talking with obsessive fans and being like, you're being a freak. Which I think that's honestly kind of funnier. I like that line too. Will them and their poison ever sober? That's very well worded. Not really doing much for me sound-wise, though. I'll be honest. Oh, I read your message as I feel like I'm trans listening to this song. I was so confused for a second. In a trance, you mean? I'm guessing. I feel like, dude, this song makes me feel like I'm trans. Also, that sounds like a bone cracking. That, can we run that back real quick? Listen to this. Wait, fuck. Right? interesting little key change here, maybe, with this bridge. I'm liking a lot with the bridges on this album. I feel like really bring the whole song together, which I think this the best desire of a bridge. But yeah, like this idea, it's human nature, so I can't leave you now. Kind of saying like Ariana maybe even understands the perspective of like the Craze fans that want like approval from their, their want validation from their like idol, right? But it even Ariana herself is saying like, I want that validation from my fans. So it's like a kind of like a weird, almost like, what's the word? Like symbiotic like relationship, even though it's actually not. I think the seed lyrics is tying back to the petal motif where the ground has become sediment, the seeds, the happiness slowly growing back. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think you're on the money with that. Like a lot of like imagery with like flowers growing out of like the concrete. We're gonna run to the outro here, and transitioning into the warning signs interlude that will let it run. Yeah, bro, the warning signs interlude is higher rated than Freak, not by much, but parasocial, yeah. But I meant symbiotic, as in like they get something out of it and she also does get something out of it, even though it's not actually like ultimately like the fan culture is negative for the celebrity, and I mean even the fan too. Like it's bad for your mental health to be that obsessed with a person, I think. But like there's elements of like where they both get something out of it. Oh, okay. Rapping Ariana, potentially? Suddenly goes to me. My wisdom is like the sea. My voice plays in a taxi passing by. You don't deserve me. Production is pretty nuts here, man. Shout out as well, Ariana Grande has had production credits on every song here. I did not know she was tapped in like that. Rapping. Guys, we gotta think of a better name for when she does anything remotely like a rap cadence. Hip Hopiana? No, that doesn't work either. Trappiana? Maybe we do stick with Rappiana. Chat, cook for me. Trap House Rihanna Grande Sneak. Alright, I don't know about that one. But okay, yeah, that I get why people like the interlude a lot more. Much bigger production, and it felt like, yeah, a big moment vocally. Obviously though, just 1 minute. Chat, okay. Chat, I really do have to piss. Should we try to run through it and then I'll just take a pee break? Or no, actually, alright, no. I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna take a piss break real quick. And we get to use the BRB sign first. I'll be back in like a minute. And then we'll close out from here. Alright. Yay. Okay, we're back. Focus. Focus. Why is it? Hello? Camera? There we go. What the fuck? Why did it not? Okay. We back. How was that, everyone? Everyone like the BRB screen? That was really fun. Anyways, okay. Track number 9. Like I Do. Oh, again, very much Seven Rings vibes. Like I Do gagged me on the first listen. Imagine the mic was still recording. Yeah. No, yeah, I actually didn't use the bathroom. The moment I muted, I just started screaming slurs. Yeah, that would have been bad if the mic was unmuted. No, y'all wouldn't have heard anything. I just would have had an empty room. Actually, you might have heard like me knocking on the bathroom door to make sure no one was in there, but like
making friends with my consequence.
oh, I thought, dude, I don't know why I thought she was gonna say Cousins, and then I got a flashback to Cousins by Kanye. My brain is fried from Kanye.
Way up high like my consciousness. Keep my heels tall, my ego small, but I'm still grande.
That's kind of tough. Grande, like, you know. I also, though, it's weird, though, like, keep my heels tall, my ego small. I feel like this album has not had small ego energy, for the most part. Which, you know, then no, nothing wrong with that. I just think, I don't know if I would agree that Ariana's keeping her ego small here. His name is, oh my, okay, fine, yay. His artist name on Spotify is still Kanye West. I am allowed to call him as such. Plus, I don't give a fuck. Bro, it's Kanye. I don't give a fuck. He's literally like, bro, it's Kanye. Like, I don't even need to get started with how much bad shit Kanye does. He's not worthy of, like, dude, call him Ye, man. Dude, man, you gotta call him by his real name, man. You gotta give him that respect, man. No, fuck that, bro. Fuck Kanye.
Making sense off of your nonsense.
Is it Grandy? No way. There's one E. I guess it's not the accented E. It might actually be Grandy, but no one's gonna, like, come on. Grande. I also missed the line, I'm making sense off your nonsense. That's literally a rapper line. That's pretty tough. We'll only be addressing this governmental. Whoa. That is not what I expected the Like I Do to come from. No one fucks you like I do. Horniana, let's go. Yeah, I know my brain gives you ideas. It's right there, guys. Come on. Is it going a little bit more into her, like, fan stuff again? Because I'm reading the Genius annotation. Yeah, you still watch from the sides. Yeah, you still show up first in line. Yeah, you act like all your love is mine. So, like, maybe, like, some deranged haters almost. Like, being like, hey, you know, you're criticizing me and you hate me, but, like, you're buying my shit. You still show up first. Very classic, like, celebrity, like, artist line, you know? But it is really giving me, like, hip-hop, like, rap energy, some of these lines, you know? Just, like, kind of some standard flexing, you know? Yeah, kind of haunting production. I like it a lot. Reminds me of Petal. Skip ahead a little bit. Get this outro. Okay. Yeah, that was another highlight for me for sure. Pretty strong lyrically. I felt like we kind of went in between like just standard kind of like sexual like lyrics, right? And I also like how she kind of played into the idea again with like fans, right? Kind of mixing in almost like a constant double entendre of like you'll I mean, I don't know if the chorus is a double entendre necessarily because it's kind of hard to see what else she means by "no one fucks you like I do," but I like how in the second verse a little bit it recontextualizes it with talking about like fans or critics, right? Like when that happens. Although, and yeah, sound wise, I felt like really I very Seven Rings energy again, which I like a lot. Intro was probably the highlight though, honestly. The drop felt a little bit maybe if I had an nitpick, a little bit soft comparison to like what the buildup was, but it was a good song for sure. Track number 10 now. Never Get Over Me. Let's go. Longest on the album, I think. Yes. Got some Christmas bells or some shit too. All right, again with the fucking Kanye comparisons, but am I crazy to say that the guitar sounds a little bit like the Gorgeous guitar?
But you got me fucked up, so crazy now. I've been dreaming of you. Can you make it come true? Boy, I got you under my skin.
Under My Skin, Frank Sinatra reference apparently.
Show you what real love can do. I know it's tempting to be
Ooh, very twinkly here. So like little bells in there.
something so sweet. I won't let you forget how I feel. Come slip into something real.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got those a little bit on I think it was Big Feelings, right? The call and response ad libs are very fun.
Get over me. Then
Give a lot of personality.
the vision is crystal clear. No, you'll never get over me. Yeah,
Does that sounds like Gorgeous, man? A little bit, a little bit.
baby, I've never seen it so lovely. Now the grass is way greener since I've been beneath ya. I'll make sure every second really counts. So don't hold your breath now, 'cause I won't let you down.
Wait, also, I'm just remembering too. Have we gotten to the what the fuck was the AI song? I'm guessing we haven't gotten to it yet, but like I also like none of the track ratings would like lead you to think that there's an AI song. I really don't know what that comment meant, but I guess I'll try not to let it affect me here.
I know it's tempting to be in such close proximity to something so sweet.
Did you hear the siren in there? That was Quincy Jones, Ironside. Watch, I'm gonna check Genius right now. Samples. They don't have them listed yet, but okay, that definitely is the Quincy Jones Ironside siren. Run it back. Ready?
I won't let you down. I know it's tempting to be in such close proximity
Yep.
to something so sweet.
There was an AI song of Petal that was circulated before the official release. Oh, got you. Maybe we'll give that a listen after this.
I won't let you forget.
Yeah, they always be saying some shit.
Slip into something real, and you'll never
All right, here, we're also going to skip to the outro this one because I feel like this one's not really getting me. I'm not going to lie. A little boring for me.
know every ex disappears. The vision.
Yeah, definitely one of the weakest on the album, I think. Kind of had a strong start with some of the drums, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know, just nothing really crazy lyrically or sound wise. Feels like I mean, we are 10 tracks in now. Feels like that was definitely the first one where I'm like, okay, we could probably wrap this up kind of soon. But, you know, thankfully we are. We've only got 2 tracks left, so let's at least hope we've got some nice little closers here. I am excited for this song just for the name. Track number 11, Bad Thing Bunny Hop. I'm hoping we get some like a nasty like little club bounce for this one maybe. That will not be what we're getting. We're getting like a straight up like fucking indie pop in rhythm here. I like it though. Highest rate in the album actually. The Fuck Me Eyes of this album? Okay. Love that song, so. Horniana again. Good chorus here. This is definitely the catchiest thing we've gotten chorus wise. And I will say honestly, this album has not been as catchy as I expected it. Is that a hot take? I feel like not a lot of the choruses like I'm running back in my head a lot, but this one I feel like is definitely. I mean, the rhythm of the drums and like the whole production behind it really helps, but yeah, for sure the catchiest. Like that. That's cute. Yeah, I feel like with the sound of it too, I feel like maybe the song is kind of Ariana from a perspective of her like younger years, maybe like talking about like a later or an earlier, excuse me, I don't know why I said later, like an earlier like fling of hers or like a young love type of relationship, which I like a lot. Going into a little blast from the past. Again, the bridge, just kind of like putting everything together here. This is about her recently circling back to her ex Ricky from 10 years ago. Interesting. Oh, so you think it's more like a from the present, but kind of like I remember a young love past. Maybe this can work all this time later. Oh yeah, the Genius Annotation says that too. Her and Ricky were together during the donut scandal. Oh, and they're back together? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So, like, this is, like, kind of one that got away energy, almost. I don't really hear a lot of the auto-tune. Okay. Famous last words. Right when I said that, there's a little warble in there. But, honestly, I think it's done. Charlie XX does the auto-tune well, too, because it's more of an artistic choice. Here, though, I don't think it's as much of an artistic choice, but it's not done like, it's not like Strokes level or anything like that crazy. There's a hint of auto-tune here, but, like, Ariana Grande is a good singer, so, like, it's not like she needs it, right? really know why it's called bunny hop, but mischievous outro here. And the classic, oh, did you get that in the studio? That should get so generic. Like, where it's like, oh, cut that, turn me up a little bit. Like, all these, like, in the studio ad-libs. But, okay, final track. Or, actually, sorry, I should talk about this one. I liked it a lot. I felt like definitely a switch up in the sound, but for better, for sure. And, yeah, I perspective that she was talking about, I did not realize she's actually with a partner that she was with 10 plus years ago. So that's a very interesting, like, dynamic, I'm sure, and I think she writes about it in a cool way. Nothing, like, out of this world, though. Not my favorite, for sure. Anyways, let's get to this final track now here, though. Nowhere, Nobody. We end with a little acoustic number here, I'm guessing.
Hard to believe in a perfect ending, but that's alright. Yeah, that's alright.
The highlights on TikTok are the worst, but the autotune isn't as bad as people are saying on the Strokes.
But that's alright, boy. Look on the bright side. I don't care about tomorrow. I love you right now. So deep breaths, honey. There's no more run.
I am always a sucker for this kind of thing where, like, the vocals are, like, layered like this, and so it almost feels like vocoding in a weird way. I don't know how to describe it, but
And there's nowhere with nobody else that I'd rather be.
oh, that bass, that's really nice.
We've at least till morning. Then there's nowhere, nobody else that I'd rather be.
Oh, and you know, this is really sweet. I feel like after an album where we do veer into more, like, I'm a bad bitch, like, kind of, like, more overtly sexual stuff, or not even overtly, but, like, more, you know, more covertly sexual stuff, and kind of almost, like, single energy, but, like, more of, like, a, you know, fling kind of, like, not really committed relationship vibes. This is, like, a nice closer to that, where it's like, you know, there's nowhere, nobody I'd rather be with.
Voices in my head been trying to swallow.
Okay, get a nice little drum and bass here, rhythm.
I don't bite. Yeah, I'm alright.
This is kind of reminds me of Pink Pantheress, but definitely a lot more polished and clean.
Been holding hands with someone's complexity.
Imogen Heap as well, yeah.
But we've done alright. Tell me why I keep on climbing just to reach the ground. Just deep breaths, honey. There's no more run.
Honestly, nice little, like, final two tracks here.
With nobody else that I'd rather.
Like this one more than Bunny Hop for sure.
Taking you deep breaths, honey. We've at least till morning. Then there's nobody else that I'd rather be with. Now there's nowhere else. Now there's nowhere running. Nobody else that I'd rather be with. Deep breaths. Now there's nowhere else when there is nobody else that I'd rather be with.
A lot of our finale tracks are low-key, not gonna lie. Yeah, I get that vibe for sure. I think, what's the closer on positions again? It's, here, I'm looking it up real quick. Oh, no, now is not the time for Spotify to not load. Thank God. Also, got 93 million monthly listeners. It's fucking crazy. That We Can't Be Friends song off Eternal Sunshine, that has 2 billion fucking streams. Is that not nuts, man? That is insane. Positions. POV. POV. How did I forget that, bro? That song plays on my job all the fucking time. Good song, but good lord. Okay. As for this album, I actually thought it was stronger than I expected. Like I said, not a big Ariana Grande fan, but I respect the clear artistic merit that she does have with her albums. This does come off as a better one. Granted, like I said, I haven't heard Eternal Sunshine in full, so I can't judge it, but I would say this is one of her stronger records for sure. Not a crazy amount of highlights, but I feel like production-wise, pretty solid. Vocally, as always, she's got a great voice. Not too overbearing with the effects here. Some variety too. I feel like some deeper voice Ariana stuff was really appreciated, and her falsetto, as always, beautiful. Lyrically, nothing too crazy for an Ariana Grande record, but I feel like this is like a new era vibes, which I like a lot. I'm excited for this potential new Ariana Grande era if this is the stuff that we're in for. But yeah, pretty strong record. For I'd probably give it like a 6-7, around that range myself. Probably closer to a 7. But again, you know, I think an Ariana Grande fan would be like, wow, this is a really good album from her. But yeah, okay.